Welcome back to another episode of Behind the Curtain, brought to you by E&Ftv. Today we're back with the amazing team at Oaky, bringing you the people behind the tech. I'll be talking to Loïc, head of sales, about why they are the first choice when it comes to upsell solutions, and learning from Clement about his journey from first joining Oaky at the very start and how his role and Oaky has developed over the years. Come with us, take a look, and we hope you enjoy the episode. Guys, we're here with Clement, who is the Chief Revenue Officer. Clement, thank you so much for joining us. I know you're incredibly busy, so I've managed to drag you away from what you were doing, but thank you for joining us. I've been so excited about this conversation because you've pretty much been with Oaky from day dot. Mm-hmm. Your role, I imagine, has gone through so many different changes, developments. Your remit is probably just it's unrecognizable from when you joined. So what I want to do first off, if you could just give us an idea of what your role is within the business, what is it that you do, and then we're going to go into like your journey from when you started. So why don't we start with that? So tell us a bit about who you are within Oaky. Cool.
Yeah. So very excited to be here, by the way. Thanks a lot for coming. I'm honored to be the Chief Revenue Officer at Oaky, and I'm very happy to have revenue in my title. Finally, that was my big goal in my life. So, and what I am is basically the end responsible for anything commercial. So all the way from marketing, partnerships, sales, customer success, and revenue operations. Sure. So anything that is commercial inside of the business, making sure that we keep that close touch with the market when it comes to basically new customers, but also making sure that we also keep a great touch with our current customers and make them very excited and happy and loving us, basically.
Love that. Yeah. I love that. And as I said at the start of this, you've been at Oaky from day dot. Your role when you came into Oaky, what was that out of interest when you first started?
Yeah,
what was
I mean, completely different, right? We're talking about a completely different company.
Sure.
I was employee number one.
Yes.
So we were basically 4 people when I started 7 years ago now.
3 founders and then you, right?
Correct. Yeah, indeed. And so I was the first commercial hire. Right. So my job was basically to go after new hotels and make them understand what Oaky is, what Oaky was. Yeah. Back then we still had in-stay feedback module, which we have completely pivoted from. But the upselling piece is really what got me into the business, actually. Yeah. I'm an ex-hotelier myself, and actually upsell kind of is in my, not in my genes, but definitely my interest. Sure. My first project when I started in the hospitality career was about creating an upselling program for a hotel down the road, actually, Hotel Pulitzer.
Oh, wow.
And from there,
That's so interesting.
Yeah, I kept that kind of really passion, and I've seen the impact you can have when it's well done. Yeah. Like basically moved through the ranks inside of Oaky as the team grew, basically. So first got in charge of the commercial team as head of sales, hired 5-6 people that basically created the sales team. Then I pivoted towards partnerships for the last 2.5 years because we did a huge investment in our integration, our ecosystem. So the likes of, many different PMSs, and then we had Duetto, Ideas, and a couple of really key partners for us. Sure. And very recently got appointed to Chief Revenue Officer. Yes. And really excited to kind of take that scope and Oaky to the next level for 2024. Very exciting year for us.
So my name is Loïc, and I started at Oaky 4.5 years ago as an AE myself, which has been a long journey together with the product and with the company. Look at the office that we are now here today, so that's great. And since June this year, I'm heading the sales team, totaling 4 people today, but we're growing the team for the coming year and for the growth that we're expecting coming year.
I was going to say, and you started as a sales rep, and now you're heading up the team.
Yeah.
Like, that's got to feel good, right? You've got to be feeling pretty good about that, and now having your own team and driving performance from that perspective.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the benefits on. Yeah, really having the experience doing the actual work yourself, and now leading and supporting the team to give everything they require to meet the goals, and of course also to develop professionally.
Absolutely. And I suppose you're somebody, because you've been there, for quite some time now, and you've been able to see a lot of development, a lot of change. I imagine you've seen so much change within Oaky. But I suppose, what's that journey been like specifically from a sales perspective? So the Oaky's journey from when you first joined, and I suppose almost more importantly, where things are heading from a sales perspective with Oaky?
Yeah, I mean, starting into market, you want to have as many customers in the shortest amount of time, right? So when I started, we were selling basically to everyone who had a few hotel rooms.
Sure.
And of course, that journey has completely changing into a way more focus on which type of customer we want to focus on. So yeah, it's very interesting to see like how we've grown as a company from very startup-like environment to a way more professionalized and very focused and clear view on which customers we want to focus on and where the product is the most successful, of course.
Sure. And I suppose that journey now, where it's heading, is it, because I know from our previous conversation, the team's growing, which is exciting in itself. I guess that will also enable you to have that more focus in terms of which clients you're working with and how that's going to grow. What would you say your biggest focuses will be over the next sort of, I don't know, let's say 6 to 12 months?
I mean, it all starts with the tech stack that the properties are using, right? We want to integrate with their PMS system, which is of course the core system, but also with the different vendors that we have, right? RMS, CRMs, just to be like the facilitator of the ultimate upsell journey for the guest. So the tech stack is super important. A lot of developments has been done within the hotel industry over the last few years, especially with COVID. People really revisited how they are working and how they can work more efficient. And we've seen that as well with our customers, which are in the luxury 4 or 5 star segment.
Fantastic. Well, what I'm really looking forward to, Loïc, is obviously coming back in a few months' time, seeing you, seeing your team, hopefully seeing a few new faces, and seeing how things are developing on that journey for the sales guys. Because again, from what we've already seen to where we are now, there's been a huge amount of change, a huge amount of exciting development. And what I'm really looking forward to is see what the next 12 months brings us. So I can't wait to catch up with you again. Thank you so much for your time today. I'll let you get back to your team and I'll let you get back to your desk. Thank you so much, Loïc, for your time.
Yes, thank you.